What's up guys, it's X-Rays, and welcome to Behind the Horror Episode 2. Today we're going to be covering the Verruckt Horror. Now before I jump into the video, I want to really quickly mention that Episode 3 will be coming out a little bit sooner than I hope. So if you guys enjoyed this series, remember to slap a like and a favorite on this video. If we can reach 1,000 likes, that would be absolutely insane. Also, if you guys are new to my channel and have not already subscribed, feel free to do so. I'm on my way to 30,000 subscribers. Any help you guys could give me would be very much appreciated. Now with that being said guys, let's cover a little bit about what Verruckt is, where the map is, some of the creepy stories that are behind this map, and hopefully you guys enjoy this. So what exactly is Verruckt? Verruckt is actually an insane asylum. What is one of the creepiest things you can ever think of? An asylum. Not just any asylum, but an insane asylum that is completely abandoned. It's completely empty. You see the horror, you see the things, the scratches on the wall, and the creepy stories that happen behind some of these installations or these facilities that were government run. Now add to that the even creepier idea of zombies coming out of the ground and trying to attack you. That is the whole emphasis of Verruckt. It's an insane asylum with zombies coming after you. That is absolutely creepy and scary. I don't care who you are, but that idea of being locked in an insane asylum with zombies coming at you is one of the creepiest things that could ever happen to you. And it happened to the 4 Marine soldiers that you find within this map. The name of this map actually lends itself to the environment. Verruckt is actually German for crazy or insane. So they were kind of already hinting at the idea that Verruckt was going to be this creepy, insane asylum that everyone was going to be afraid of. Now, since we know that Verruckt actually means insane and it means crazy, and we know that it's an asylum, we know that it's easy to link this map to the multiplayer map found within World of War called Asylum. It's actually based off the multiplayer map, same design, same layout, some changes, but overall, it's basically the same layout on the map. Now, for you guys that don't know, when zombies first came out, they were basing the maps off the multiplayer maps, but changing them slightly. Now, this isn't like you would expect, like in Modern Warfare 3 and Survival, where you're playing directly the map. There were small changes, small creepy changes, that made these maps feel entirely new. Before we jump into some of the creepy stories that inspired this map, let's talk about the actual map itself. One of the creepiest things that you would ever expect in a zombie map, or really in any kind of zombie apocalypse, is being limited or being separated from the rest of your crew. There's a famous saying, divide and conquer, and it's the exact feeling you get when you first start up Verruckt. You find yourself on opposite ends of a building with a door separating you, and the only way to be reunited being to turn the power back on. Verruckt really made you feel completely useless when it came to teamwork at first, because you were completely separated from your friends, and you felt just a little bit more scared because you didn't have the numbers with you. It wasn't 4 against zombies, it was 2 and 2 against zombies. Now that we know a little bit about the multiplayer map, let's talk about some of the creepy things that happen within some of these insane asylums that were long since abandoned. Alright guys, so let's jump into one of the creepiest stories about asylums or insane institutional stuff like that. We're going to talk about Waverly Sanatorium, and it's in Kentucky. It's probably one of the most haunted places that anyone has agreed to go to, and it's just creepy, lots of different hauntings and stories and creepy stuff that happens. So we're going to give a little bit of detail on the backdrop of the actual place, and then we'll go into some of the hauntings and stuff that happens. So let's jump into it. So in Louisville, Kentucky, perched high upon a massive hill sits Waverly Sanatorium. This reigning fortress of doom, in its decaying state, casts an eerie feeling upon the city below. The atmosphere surrounding Waverly creates a sense of foreboding and is further darkened by a chilling history. Waverly Sanatorium was built in 1924 to replace an existing hospital built in 1910. That became overpopulated due to the rapid spread of a plague-like disease, tuberculosis. Although Waverly Hills was considered the most advanced tuberculosis sanatorium in the country, hundreds of adults and children still perished at the peak of the epidemic. Ultimately, the deaths occurred because of a lack of medicine. A cure for tuberculosis wouldn't come until 1940, and although treatments were performed to help alleviate the condition of the patients, most times they were just as horrific as the disease itself, and most patients did not survive. By the late 1930s, A decline in tuberculosis occurred, and then in 1943, a cure for the disease was made available worldwide. Patients were treated accordingly, and when healthy, were released. Then, in 1946, after tuberculosis was under control, Waverly Hills shut down. Yet, that was not the end of the story. It was later reopened as Woodhaven Sanatorium in 1961. During this time, there were many stories of patient mistreatments and unusual experiments. By 1982, Waverly was shut down indefinitely. Today, it sits abandoned, ravaged by time. With 64,000 deaths under its belt, it's no wonder why Waverly Hills is considered to be one of the most haunted insane asylums in the country. As if deaths wasn't enough to cause a haunting, it was also been speculated that satanic rituals have taken place within its walls. Shadow people lurk within its corridors, accompanied by disembodied voices and slamming doors. Here are a few well-known occurrences at Waverly. The main entrance. An elderly woman is often seen in spectral form crying for help, bleeding with her wrists and ankles chained. On the third floor, it is said, depending on who is speaking, that either a ghostly little boy, Robert, or a girl, Mary, haunt the third floor. Oftentimes, people report seeing this ghostly apparition playing with a ball. Others have only heard the ball bouncing on the floor or down the stairs. On the roof, you can hear faint voices of children singing Ring Around the Rosie. Stories say that in 1928, the head nurse in room 502 was found dead in her room. She had committed suicide by hanging herself from the light fixture. She was 29 years old at the time of her death and allegedly unmarried and pregnant. Her depression over the situation led her to take her own life. It is unknown how long she may have been hanging in this room before her body was discovered. Then, in 1932, another nurse who worked in 502 was said to have jumped from the roof patio and plunged several stories to her death. No one seems to know why she would have done it, but many have speculated that she may have actually been pushed over the edge. There are no records to indicate this, but rumors continue to persist. It is reported that people have seen her full body apparition on the floor. Feeling of despair oftentimes felt in this area, as well as voice growling, "Get out." The fourth floor is regarded as one of the most creepy, scary, and active areas in the hospital. Doors are reported to slam for no apparent reason in an area of the fourth floor that is off limits to human occupants due to the unsafe nature of the area. Ghostly, shadow-like silhouettes are also said to have been lurking the halls in this area as well. So that was one of the creepier stories that happened in an asylum. We all know that this is some of the creepiest things. A lot of hauntings happen, and really, I bet anybody, if they were told, can you spend the night inside of an asylum? Most people would say, hell no. No one would want to go there. But anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Behind the Horror Verruckt. If you guys enjoyed this video, remember to slap a like and a favorite. It gets the video out there for other zombie enthusiasts to enjoy the video. So if we can get 1,000 likes, that would be insane. When this video gets 1,000 likes, then you guys might see episode 3 of Behind the Horror. If you guys are new and have not already subscribed, feel free to do so. I'm on my way to 30,000 subscribers, so any help you guys could give me would be much appreciated. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys next time. I'm X-Fears, I'm out. Peace.